one's keying on me, I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. From the gun, running back gets to give. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Makes the grab. It's McCourty. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Hand off from the shotgun. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Lets it go. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Power ahead. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
He got it. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Great starting point, takes it inside his own 25. And the returner will be brought down. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. It's a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Slips a tackle. Now he's going to break the pocket. Slings it downfield. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Well, the defense just needs to get the quarterback down. They had a chance for a negative play there. They let him escape. Good news is, though, they were able to cover on the back end and force the incompletion.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Pocket starts to collapse. Makes a catch down the right side. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
From the gun, the running back has it. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a 1st down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Jordan. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And he's been the go-to guy all year long. Like, he's in the top 5 in all of college football in receiving yards for a reason. They're going to find him because he's always open, making plays. This dude has been unbelievable. He's being mentioned in the Heisman conversation. That is really hard to do as a wide receiver. So that shows you what kind of special year this young man's having.
That's what's so great about these QB runs. They just chip away at the defense. And as this game goes on, these little QB runs, they're going to help keep 3rd downs manageable for this offense.
Fighting off the defender. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. And you go to old Mr. Reliable in the red zone, and you still have a chance to turn this into 6 instead of 3.
And third down, great job by this offense. Move the chains, give yourself another fresh set of downs, but find the big targets in the red zone. Those guys make life easy on a quarterback.
They go to the ground. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bama! That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw on that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
Fair catch, called for and made. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He'll come out throwing on first down. That's caught. It's Flynn. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Alabama 7, Miami 3.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work.
Let's go!
Off play action. Got his man in the middle. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's McCourty. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The Hurricanes want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the pass is complete. He's got it at the 20. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays to get them behind the sticks. And
what a snag by the defense. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah, I bet you that.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He's got an open man. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. It's complete to the left. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. It's a draw. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Motion from the offense. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Casey. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
And how many 1st downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Casey. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
All right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
A 1st down run in the red zone. And they're finally able to get him on the ground at the 1.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And after that strong play on 1st down, they're right on the cusp of a score. 2nd and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point makes it 14-3.
That makes the score Alabama 14. Miami.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Set to kick it away.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Fast motion from the offense. They'll go to the ground. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
And the Canes come to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And that play fake created just a split second to let the tight end get downfield.
Did you see how that play fake just froze the second level of the defense just for a split second, Reese, and that allowed the tight end to get vertical?
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll throw it on first down. Going for it all. And incomplete on the deep ball. Now 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle. It's McCourty. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Looking to go up top on first down. Going to try to get it himself. It's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
I'll tell you what, that one stings a little bit. You're trying to get a drive together, trying to get some points to dig out of your hole. Now you turn it over right before the half. All the momentum shifts straight to the other side.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. 2nd down after the offense averted absolute disaster. He's looking to throw. He took a shot at the end zone, and he almost picked it off. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Wide receiver shows motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Splits the uprights. It's good.
That makes the score now 14, Miami 6.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes that Alabama offense. Guys, it's been an entertaining first half and not a lot of time left to put some more points on the board.
No.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? The give to the back. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll give it to the back. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Makes a move. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Quarterback checking the play. Going up top on first down. Looking for the end zone. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Canes will kick it off to start the second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Power football with the run. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jordan. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me. I'll make the contested catch.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Using the quick game. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. On second down, just keeps firing. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
It's a really nice looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers. And then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young in recent years, and just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position and how they really helped.
And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. South Carolina is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Jadeveon Clowney had a hand in getting this kid to Columbia, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Nebraska. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
The Canes have this offense rolling. They keep attacking through the air. And this senior quarterback knows he had a chance that time and just put a little too much on it.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
After the incompletion, looking at second down. He makes the connection. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
They'll try to move the chains on this third and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. Wide open downfield. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
After misfiring, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Out of the backfield, he's open. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Hurricanes will line it up on 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He wants to throw. They're bringing heat. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Hurricanes moving quickly to the line. One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit. And that defensive line can certainly do that.
Yeah, big, physical. You've seen all these guys up front. They're strong at the point of attack, and they make you earn everything you get.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
We've seen this defensive end make a lot of plays. In the run game, he's setting the edge. He's forcing the football to go back inside, but he's not a one-trick pony. He can also get out of his stance, use his hands, and use his speed to beat offensive tackles and get to the QB.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up for it.
And that is no good. Guys, you want every little bit you can get, and they got nothing there. 15-point game. Here comes that Alabama offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. He uncorks one deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he just flat dropped it. He had the ball and didn't look it all the way in, and it'll be 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th down.
He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I can go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Canes will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. First down here for the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Hit as he throws. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. That last incompletion leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 23. From the gun, the ground game. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. It's a draw. And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Alabama 21, Miami 6.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. He's looking to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the offense tries to slip in the screen. That's a good play on 3rd and short if you can get him aggressive and the defense aggressive. But the defense sniffed it out, shut that play down before it even started.
He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. They're trying to get to him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Coming after it. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
These are the perfect situations you love to be in. Known passing situations. These are not where the offensive tackles want to be. And when you're on the edge and there's no threat of the run, pin your ears back, get the nice first down sack.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Quickly to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. 2nd and 10 here.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Defense, we're always trying to get some tips. You know, break on the football, get a tip, get it up in the air. Nice job by the player breaking on the football and forcing the incompletion.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Let's go.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! They'll line up to go for 2. He's looking to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. He's got it. 2-pointer is good, and now it's a 1-score game here deep in the 4th. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line going to have to do a lot better job, giving them some more space so we can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Fires to the big fella. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Looking to take a shot. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down.
Man, anytime the ball goes in the air towards him, I feel like it's his. Like, there are no 50-50 balls. He just makes plays, game after game, play after play, and you see him featured in this offense for a reason. He's one of the best in the country, not just at the wide receiver position, period. This guy's in the Heisman Trophy conversation as a receiver.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown Tide! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Western Kentucky is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage, but despite all that, we still have a very close game. They're up by 6 over Georgia Tech. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Throws to the tight end. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. And the Canes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback will audible. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Finds us back in the middle. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
I think if you're the head coach at this point and telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Looking to throw for it. Throws for the tight end. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And the sense of urgency has got to go up now for the defense, right? You just failed on 4th down. You're trailing just under 3 minutes to go. What can the defense do? Can you create a turnover? Can you at least get a quick 3 and out to give yourselves a chance to win?
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Now on the option. Now the pitch. Inside the 45. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the 1st down, and that's all that matters.
Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds his tight end. He's not going to get there. Stop short.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. He's going up top here late in the game. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision. On that big play.
That's exactly why you practice these 2-minute situations. The quarterback knew exactly where to go. He's trying to work the sideline, save some clock. Great route by the receiver getting open, making the catch, getting out of bounds. And this drive is off to a pretty good start.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's McCourty. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Trying to get to it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Fires into the end zone. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet. My philosophy on going for two is only when you have to. They'll go to the air. Makes the grab on the left. He makes his way in for the two, and now they trail by only 6. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. They knock him down, and what a disastrous play for this offense, a loss of 10. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Quick release on the RPO. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now on second down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I think in this situation, after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Just needs a crack to get a return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. A deep throw as the clock winds down. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. He's going to pass. Working that left side now. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now, and this offense needs to get some points. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Comes out throwing on first down. Fires to the middle. Complete to the right. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Canes want to crank the tempo. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down. And now, 4th quarter, 4-down territory almost certainly as they get ready to try to grab the lead. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
Here comes that Alabama offense. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the...
Right down the gut of the field. Past the 50. The 30. Past the 20. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And the defense in desperation mode, trying to hang on to give their team a chance. And he crosses the goal line for the late touchdown, and that one just might finish this baby off.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the 4th. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away.
Set to kick off.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you'll perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make